Good, my name is Awesomecrunch and welcome back to Subnautica Experimental. Now, this episode, there is something really exciting happening. I'm pretty sure I say that every single start of the episode, and what I have noticed, which is quite funny, recently I looked through all of my recent Subnautica Experimental videos, and basically all of my videos, and what I've noticed is that, subconsciously, as soon as I say, my name is Awesomecrunch, I always say now. And then I say what's happening. It's weird. I never have tried once to say now. It just happens every time. It's weird. You can do it yourself. Go back into my old videos and have a look. I say now in pretty much all of them. That is a creature egg. I believe that is a sand shark egg. I believe we'll take that anyway. Okay, so the reason why I'm... Oh, hello. The reason why I'm in this grassy plateau biome... I'm not here very often because it's not the most interesting biome in the world. It's kind of just, you know, grass. Oh, it's just a data download. Okay, cool. Well, okay. So we're not here to see that. We've already seen that. But we are here to see a creature. Now, this creature that we're looking for has been here for a long time. Probably one of the first creatures to ever belong in Subnautica. But they've made some rather, let's just say, large changes to it. Wow, that is a big crystal. Oh. Can you hear him? Oh, that sand shark has the Carar virus. Okay, just going to leave it on a cliffhanger for a second. Look at that. Now, prepare to have your mind blown if you haven't seen him already. Basically what's happened is they've massively upscaled the reefback. And I say massively upscaled the reefback. Now, this isn't one of those... I mean, he is bugged, yes, granted, he is bugged. But this is the size of them now. They are massive. Like, huge, and as proof, here's a picture now. These guys are still spinning, and obviously this is a bug they need to fix, because I think it's because they've scaled them up and not fixed the AI, so they're kind of confused as to what they're actually doing with their lives. Oh, there's 3 of them. Yeah, so basically they're so much bigger now than they used to be. Now, they may not look it in-game, but I'll just show you a side-by-side comparison with what they used to be like compared to a Reaper Leviathan, and what they are like now compared to a Reaper Leviathan. Now, as you can see, they are massive. Now what I will do actually is I will go speed 0 and I will go free cam, and then we can see the real extent of the size. Look at this. Look at that. He's massive. I mean, obviously the texture's not finished, and in the future they are going to add like different plants onto the top of this. There's going to be schools of fish swimming around these reefbacks. They'll have like spawn points on the reefbacks, I think, and then they'll just follow them around. They'll have their little homes on the back here, and there'll be lots of different types of grass, plants, stuff like that. And obviously the original plan for reefbacks was that they would rise out of the ground. I don't think that's ever going to happen, but this is going to be so cool, being able to have the plants and stuff on it. It's going to look amazing, and it's actually going to make them seem like they have a use. They have a use in the biosystem thing. But, my god, they're massive now, and they're probably... Oh, actually, you know what we'll do? We'll do a real-time comparison. So what we'll do is we'll spawn a Reaper Leviathan next to it, because we all know the size of a Reaper Leviathan. They're reasonably small compared to... Well, they're not, actually. Reaper Leviathans are rather large, actually. But look at the size comparison. Oh, god. It's a bit too far out of the water, actually, that, isn't it? You can't actually see into the water. That's interesting. But yeah, you can see the Reaper is not a lot bigger at all compared to the reefback. In fact, there's hardly any... I mean, the reefback, actually, from here, is incredibly large compared to it. They spawn one of the things in the air, so it stays there. And then they spawn one next to it. And then they spawn something next to it again. Okay, so this is a real-time size comparison between all of them. Now look at this. Obviously the sea dragon is a bit kind of, you know, massive, because he is massive. But look at the size comparison between the Reaper and the reefback. The reefback is actually longer, I'm pretty sure. There you go. That's a good comparison. The reefback is actually longer now than the Reaper. And that was never the case. That was never the case. The reefback has always been reasonably tiny. It's also assumed that I'm just gonna put it on speed 1 so these things can fall back into the ocean. Look how majestic they all are. Look at that. That looks so cool. Okay, they just had a bit of a mid-air collision, I think. Oh, and the sea dragon is there. That's not terrifying at all. Okay, so yeah. Basically, it's likely that on the back of these reefbacks you'll find the eggs. That's where we're going to find them. That seems to be what's going to happen. It makes sense. So it kind of gives birth to them over its back, I guess. Oh, whoa, the sea dragon's fighting the reefbacks. Oh, there's 3 reapers around here. Okay, that's exciting. Now, another thing you may have noticed, any of you very, very, very wary people that are always looking for things in this game, you may have noticed that we've got a bit of a thing, something wrong with our hands. And that is that we do, in fact, unfortunately, I say unfortunately, we are infected with the Carar virus. You see that on our hands? Yep. We have the Carar virus. So, at the moment, obviously, it doesn't do any in-game effect. There's no... This happens as soon as you get out the life pod. Actually, as soon as you start the game, I'm pretty sure you already have the Carar. But in the real game, you will get this when you go to the primary research facility. Either the primary or secondary. I think it's secondary. One of the two. You'll get like a little animation where he looks at his hands, and you have the Carar virus all over your hands. And this is probably what it's going to look like-ish. They're probably going to make some more improvements, I would imagine, because they're always doing improvements to stuff. That seems to be like what it's probably going to look like on our hands, and it looks amazing. So if you type in go to gun, it will immediately take you to the gun. I had no idea this command existed, so that's really useful for any of you guys that wanted to know how to get there straight away. Now, what I found interesting was I visited here before. Yep, there it is. I was just wondering where the gun's gone. So I visited here before, and some really interesting information came up on my PDA as I was going through the rooms. I was going to play Sunbeam FX because it's something that I have to do every time I come into the game, just to check if anything's stopped. Okay, yeah, that's very bugged. There's 2 of them, I believe. Oh no, it's kind of above where the gun is. It's kind of glitched, but obviously it's not finished yet, so do not worry about that. I swear that explosion is bigger than it used to be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that explosion is bigger than it used to be. And also, I'm pretty sure there were bigger chunks falling out of the sky than that. Bigger chunks now falling out of the sky than there were before. So, I'll take you on a short tour of the rooms. Nothing particularly has changed inside. I don't actually think anything has changed. But as you walk through, you'll get these things popping up on your PDA occasionally. And I'll read some of them to you. So basically, as you come into this, it says, when you get near it, it says, detecting massive energy signature in the region, cannot identify. Now, it's talking, of course, about the gun. So when you enter it, it says, scans indicate this structure is composed of a metal alloy with unprecedented integrity. No match is found in database performing structural analysis. And then it says, structural analysis complete. Designation, super weapon. Evidence suggests that this facility will intercept all ships attempting to approach or take off from the planet, scanning for any method of disabling the weapon. And then, after a short time of walking around, you get this, analysis complete. Your best probability of disabling this facility is achieved by accessing the control room via a separate underwater entrance. Now, of course, that means the entrance where you can go into that big moon pool thing where you can park the Cyclops, because it's that big. Oh, hello, Warper. Yeah, those blocks are power modules. They power the base. Like, they get the wireless power from the power generator in the primary... power generator in the power generator in the active lava biome. That is where you get it. Or from the inactive. I don't really know the difference, to be honest. Okay, so I've put a beacon down because I came in before, and this is where I got the message. So I entered this room, and it came up on the bottom of the screen with a message. Now, this is that really cool room. So what we can do is read up. It says, scans indicate this is the weapons control room. That's what pops up when you come into this room. So this is the weapons control room. This thing here is probably some kind of interface for the precursors that they could use to control the gun, to like, use it, to program it and stuff like that. So this room here is the weapon control room. And of course that means that we're going to have to come here in an attempt to disable the gun. Now, whether we're going to actually be able to disable the gun from here is another thing. We don't really know that. But we can assume that this is where we're going to have to come when we do first find this gun. After the sunbeam gets shot down, I'd imagine we'll probably come in here. Like, that would be my first thing to do. If I saw a ship get shot down by a gun, I would walk into it. That's just instinct, isn't it? So yeah, they would assume that we'd come in here, and we'd come around here, and we'd find this, and this is the weapon room. And I reckon we have to probably interact with this orb thing here in an attempt to shut it down. But obviously, it might not work, because it may have been overridden by the warpers, or it may have been set so that it can't be shut off by the precursors, and the only way we can actually turn it off is by destroying the power generator in the lava biome. Now, obviously, that's a complete theory, so do not go spreading that around as fact, please. It's just my idea. I don't really know what we're going to be able to do with it all, but it's really, really interesting. Oh, this is very close to the gun. I do not remember seeing this. Interesting. Well, we'll have a look inside it then. I don't think I've been here before. So you'll need a laser cutter to get in through there. It's a very, very broken room with a floodlight and a cargo door. I'm guessing the cargo door just leads to the outside. Yep. Nothing there to see. There's an exosuit arm, a grabber arm. There's a plant. Oh, I wonder if you can scan that. This is deep down, 347 meters, Jesus. Okay, so if we get a scanner going. Where is it? There. Okay, we get that going. Can we scan these plants? We can. Oh, we can scan the plant pots. Okay, so this is where we're going to get the plant pots from, I'd imagine. Oh, this is the VR suite. Okay, let's read this. Loading program, Desert Island Drama. Size, 3 players, resources normal, spawning players on beach. Player 1 has been washed away by an unusually high tide. Player 2 has traded a coconut with player 3 for 10 credits. Player 3 has planted a coconut. Players are getting hungry. Player 3 has grown a coconut tree. Player 3 has eaten a coconut. Player 3 is no longer hungry. Player 3 has traded a coconut with player 2 for 30 credits. Player 2 has eaten a coconut but is still hungry. Player 3 has traded a coconut with player 2 in exchange for building a tent. Player 3 is sleeping inside their tent. Player 2 is cold. Night falls. A passing ship is offering trading. Player 2 has traded 30 credits for a musket. Player 3 has been shot twice in the head while sleeping. Player 2 wins. Player 2 has died of loneliness. That's funny. I've never read that before. That's actually funny. Make sure you're here at 7 PM UK time tonight, which is Saturday the 15th of October 2016. If you come onto the channel around then, you will get a notification that I am live streaming. We're doing something called the Subnauticast, which is where you can ask questions of wiki keepers and people like that can answer the questions, hopefully. We'll play the game, discuss theories, discuss lots of different things. Oh my god, that is terrifying. Okay, let's stay away from the biters when they're infected with the Carar. Yeah, this is by far my favourite biome in the game right now. It's so cool. Look at this plant, it's so weird, look at it. It like throbs. It's really, really cool. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that just look amazing from here? I'm going to leave it here, guys. So, remember to turn up for the stream at 7 o'clock tonight, UK time, and I'll see you guys there. So if you did enjoy the video, please give it a like. If you're feeling really generous, subscribe to Awesomecrunch today. But until next one, I'll see you guys in the next one. Ta-ra, my friends.